It's always important to be able to separate and understand what is a fact and what is an opinion. We're living in a time where we have so much information, like it's flowing by the microsecond. But the saddest part, we have less, or even to some point, zero transformation. And you sit and wonder, how did we get here? Because we have two things running concurrently at the end of the day. We have facts, what can be proven. We have opinion, which really can be proven. It's just someone's perspective on an issue. And sometimes we take that as the gospel truth. For some of us who were born before the flat screen TV, when we had the old one, the one with the big, the curved one. And before that, I remember the first time I actually saw a TV. I think it's Great Wall TV, if I'm not wrong. And that was the black and white one. You used to have to there are two. I think it was two places to control, either the one for the channel and the one for the volume. And it really was, and it had that buzzing sound. And sometimes you had to hit on the top of it so that you could be able to hear what to see. And you only had one channel. There were one channel then. And then as time progressed, there were two channels, three channels. We had to believe everything we had from what we watched. And cartoons, I think by them it was Looney Tunes and Cartoon Network, because that's the times of Courage. No, those ones came later, if I can recall. But the Looney Tunes, that one I remember, because I remember I once had that, the one for, what's up, Doc? I'm forgetting the name, but the rabbit. And were my opinions was I affected by the perspective by what I watched? Yes. If I remember when we used to get shaved, we only had three options. And that even affects even to this day, the way I shave. We had three options. We either would shave, we used to call it, we didn't have the mirror, like a mirror I could literally view. No, it was a cardboard, and the artist had created an art of only three people. It was either Michael Jordan, it was Ronaldo. We were talking about Ronaldo, the one for Brazil, we were talking back in the day. The one where on the upper end, he shaved on this end, and then here on the front, there's some little here. And then we had Mike Tyson. So for the Mike Tyson, we used to call it box. I don't remember Ronaldo what we called. I think we just said Ronaldo and then said Jordan. So Jordan either be the way I've shaved, or even slightly completely where you could say like a mirror. And we didn't have like this tool, the one for shaving that we have. We had a particular type of razor. I don't remember how it was. And man, that guy, if they did one touch, the whole thing would be gone. And we didn't have most of these moisturizer things we see. It was spirit. And even to this day, even when I get shaved, I always say, just put spirit. I want nothing else on my head, nothing else. Was I affected by what I grew up seeing and that was fixated on me? Yeah. I had three images. I was given one. And I'm 34 and I'm still stuck with the image, that the Jordan one. Were there other different celebrities or entertainers or sports people in the world? There were many. But I was limited to three people. And where I grew up in a ghetto. So I grew up in a place whereby whatever you have is what you have. We were surrounded with rats. Even to this day, when I see a rat, I'm not like, when people jump, I'm like, whatever. Because I grew up seeing too many rats. I grew up seeing mob justice. That was like the order of the day. I grew up seeing someone walk there. You're given a warning by 6 p.m. Yeah, by 6 p.m. be in the house. And if you fail to be home by 6 p.m., you'll hear you'll hear like a bang or a third, something drop where you're living in a plot, that is. And that'll be someone's head. So that either will be a thief or someone's spouse who just wasn't keen on the timing. Did that affect me to this day? Yeah, big time. Because my level of awareness shot up, my hypervigilance went up. Because I remember, you get late, you never arrive alive. So it's stuck in my subconscious. Because when you look at, were there facts to base this particular one? Yes, because there were people who actually got hurt whom we actually saw afterwards. So I could base it on something I seen. Was it an opinion, a perspective? Not really, because there was evidence for me to confirm. Now, for the shaving, was it a fact or was it an opinion? I'll call it more of an opinion, because there are many sportsmen who and entertainers who had different shaving styles. Like we look at nowadays where you have charts. So will I call the shaving a fact? I'll call it more of an opinion, a perspective that was created and how to fit a narrative and how to pick it. And as we continue with life, you realize how we are shaped to believe or look at people in a type of way. You're either told this race or this ethnicity are in this type of way. When we watch what we watch, or when we listen to what we listen to, we end up creating perspectives and opinions. You watch a particular actor perform a type of genre for such a long time, you tend to believe that's who they are. But no, that's not who they really are. They could be the tough macho man or lady in that clip, but in real life they could be timid. They could be a whole different thing, because behind the scenes, behind an actor, we have the cameraman, you have the producer, you have the editor, we have all these many people who make up this actor's success. So we keep forgetting that they read a script, and whatever is in the script, they have to act on it. Does it mean they believe in what they're acting? No. Now, has that affected how we perceive things to this very day? Yes. And that's why sometimes if most of these entertainers align themselves with particular initiatives, you say, yeah, this actually relates to movie ABCD. What are they who they say they are in these movies? No, they are whole different. And sometimes some of these cases we come to hear, like they have done, you're like, I didn't expect that. It's because you created a perspective based on what was sold to you. And it made sense because either that was what was tailor-made for you at that time. If you look at right now, we are in a better place in a way when you think about it. We have more option. We were stuck for many years believing what mainstream told us was factual. But was it? Look at it this way. You'd watch an advert about a particular product, and many people would purchase this product based on the way the ad was presented. But when you do your own investigation, realize it's not really what they say. For example, you can go to buy a loaf of bread. They say it's 400 grams. I will challenge you, go take out the one for the weight machine and just put and check if it's for 400 grams. No, it's not. And because of the perception that we were given, we kind of want to make it look, and that's where it becomes dangerous. When we take a belief or we take an opinion and we want to make it a fact, and that never really works. If you look at the way politicians behave, they will make you hate a particular community, hate a particular race, but you forget one thing. They have children or grandchildren or in-laws intermarried into those races or ethnicities which they're telling the people, community, don't be part of. Do you think this individual will hate their child if they are from a different race so that they can please you, whom they don't know? I don't think so. So who gets played? The people who are watching the circus. But what happens when you refuse not to be entertained by the clown? Then you don't have a show to present. And that's the power you hold. So it's always important to be able to separate what is a fact and what's an opinion. Because whether you like it or not, it is affecting who we are. We have so much hatred, we have so much bitterness, we have so much toxicity running every second of our lives. You have a choice to filter out your comment section, filter out your messages, filter out what you're watching, and be able to have a good, refreshed things that give you something. There's so much hatred. But have you thought about looking at someone doing something artistic or taking a hike or a trip? That changes everything. The thing is, it's quite important to be able to separate what is a fact and what is an opinion. Because if you are not careful, we start creating stereotypes, we start creating biases, which are not real life true. Be careful. Just think about it.